Hi Scott, it's Julie, and thanks for watching my video. Just take a minute. Okay, so I want to take a look at your old website, and I just have a couple of questions real quick. I'm going to move on to the first draft of your new website. And so I have gotten a lot of information off the website. I want you to answer some questions for me and let me know. You've seen this website before, so I'm going to go right to the services. I think that there's probably likely, because it's such an old website, it looks, there's probably maybe some services that you don't do anymore or that you do anymore. And I've learned a lot about your business and the business that you do. I just want to say thank you so much for giving me so many images. You are by far my best client for images, because usually it's like pulling teeth, to do stuff. And so I've got more than enough, well, actually, really great images. And your work is so amazing. I'm very impressed. But what I want to highlight here is I want to ask you, there was one image about some commercial business, and is that a part of your business? Do we highlight that on the website? I know you do commercial signs. There was one image that you gave me that was about, like, it looked like a garage. It was definitely a commercial building. And so I didn't see much of that. So I wondered if you wanted to highlight that. And so down here, you've got all the different services or things that you do. And so I'd like you to really take a look at this list, update it for me, or you did text me some items. And so I really want to get a full menu of all of the different, things that you offer here. All right. And then we'll talk about that more in a minute. Again, I'm really impressed with your work, and especially this one right here, this patio. If you did this whole thing, I mean, wow, it's amazing. However, I can't use this photo because it's so low image resolution. If you have this original photo, I would love that. I think it's so impressive. I definitely would hire you to do a patio, based on that. So, anyways, we'll take a look at the new website. I just wanted to highlight that. And then again, this is a very informative website because it does have a lot of the stuff I think that you do really well. But as I'm learning about your business, I don't know what's changed. Maybe you don't do certain things anymore, and so we want to kind of take a look at that. Now, as we move into the first draft of your new website, I want to emphasize this is only a first draft, which means that everything is up. It's me kind of throwing it out there at you, and for us to have a better conversation, because I haven't met you and I don't know you personally, and like I want to know more about your story and what you do and everything else. But the colors that you mentioned, the teal and the blue, and I've got a whole color palette that I've created here. But let's take a look at the new one, and I just want to show you that this is a logo that I made for you. And again, just created it, you know, it's very basic. I don't know if you like the font or the whole image, or this is me throwing something out at you. I didn't want to do like a house, but we could do a house because it seems like you do some commercial stuff too. And, I think a logo is important. If you already have a logo, please send it to me, email it to me so I can use it. Or if you want something different than this, again, it's my first throw out at you. And so I can change it, I can move it, I can create something completely new, whatever you want me to do there. So basically, this is the areas of service. We'll put the areas of service here, whatever map. I don't know what address you're doing business at. So all this stuff it's just, like I said, it's very, very basic. The main menu here, a home page. I like to put this appointment button here. This is up to you, it's your call. But I know I've shopped over the years for different contractors and stuff, and I just kind of want to get it done and make an appointment. I don't necessarily need to talk to them. Some people need to do that. Some people want to make a contact, and that's fine too. But pretty much, I feel like if I look at someone's website enough, I'm ready to make an appointment and get the ball rolling. So that's something we should talk about. The About Us page here, I want to talk to you more about your history and your team. And I don't know if you have actual employees or if it's pretty much just you. And so I put single team details here because, you know, it might just be you, and I think you're the principal. You might be like I am, I'm not really sure, but I am a single team person. But no one knows how the sausage is made. But I do have 8 people that I work with that are contractors that work for me, but that rotates, you know, and because I work with contractors, I don't always want to, you know, maybe commit to them as employees, so they're not on my page, you know. Um, there's other pages we can build out here for you. If you're hiring, we can put a career page here. We like to have some FAQs, which is, you know, things that people need to know before they contact you, like I'm not a plumber, or I'm not an electrician, or, you know, certain things I can and cannot do, I think are always important to head off some bad leads. Testimonials are important. We're going to talk more about the whole Google situation a little bit later, that we can pull some of those testimonials, or I'm going to work on getting you new ones as soon as this gets live. Your services area, though, we just talked about that, bringing that over from the old website. A blog, I'm going to show you that. Every website that I build a shop built in to the website, because you never know when you might want to start selling stuff. And so I think that I want you to kind of know where I'm coming from. My father was an engineer in the automotive industry, and so every time I build a website, I always make the comparison to building a car in the garage, and I always build it to be able to have a shop, meaning that you can sell products online, because maybe you never do want to sell products online, but for me, when I'm building, you know, this in the garage, I want to have it available for you to add on to something later. Maybe you want to sell, you know, shirts. Maybe you want to sell bricks. Maybe you want to go into expanding your business completely. I mean, who knows? But for me, I'm building this engine for you so that you have the possibilities later, you know, to do something else, to really get on the highway and really, you know, go in a different, whatever. Okay. Projects. All those pictures that you gave me, again, thank you so much for all those images. It was fabulous. But I'd like to take it more specific so that a customer can look at your projects and go, wow, okay. And even if there's an address, you know, who knows? I don't know what you want to do with that, but it's always good to have some kind of a portfolio or projects, you know. Of course, we'll have the contact page here, and then getting a quote. All right, so I just want to kind of take you through that. So we'll go to the home page now. And down here, this first part is what's called a slider. And again, it's just my first shot at this, you know, whole thing. But I'm going to go back up here. I kind of like the color scheme, though. But this is, you know, it's a little dark as far as my overlay is blue. But it's a slider. It's a basic slider. It gives, you know, the customer the ability to click on some buttons here. Each one, we could have here, you know, get a quote or just different things. But I could really make this look awesome. But we can do a lot. We can do video here. We can do whatever your heart desires, to be quite honest. This little gear up here is from my design. And so is this. This will never be seen. This is the back end of the website right now because it's not live, so I can't show you the website unless I was on your computer. We can do that too. I can always share your screen and show you what I'm looking at here. But anyways, the video's easy for right now. So basically, you know, I've got our services, and I've got you do brick porches, chimney repair, customized stonework. These are photos that I got off the original website, and after I've gotten all the images, I basically can change those out. We can add whatever you want here, and then we'll put a button right here that would say, see all of our projects, or see our most recently, you know, done, or look at my portfolio. I click a button here, and that'll take them to this page up here, projects. Okay, you follow me there. All right, so then the About Us section here is, we provide cost-effective solutions for you. It's just verbiage that I created, and we can change the verbiage. I gotta tell you though, I really love this photo. I think this is a great picture. It's got the whole team. It's an amazing stonework. It's a beautiful home. It's just a really great shot. So we can put in there whatever you want. Down here, I've added just one testimonial that I created. Obviously, I put a little margin in between the two. We can do, a slider there. We can add we can put testimonials anywhere we want on this website, but it's important to have them. And then down here, I put, working with Lutz Masonry, customized brick patio. I really wanted to put your actual brick patio in there, so just wanted to show you there. Now, these couple of things to highlight, I always think it's good to show what you do best. What you're really good at, and put that there. We could put 4 or 5 things here if you want, but it's just a general first draft. And then the latest projects, we'll put these in here. They'll click on it, and then it'll go to the actual project. So there's that information there too, and that would all be under this heading here. You do really great work though. Repair services I thought was important, just because it's important to have. If you're noticing that this menu is kind of what we call sticky, this is a first draft. I don't know if you like a sticky menu or not, which means that it's not, you can notice that the menu's not moving. But it is kind of good because you want people to click this button, which is get a quote, which takes them into booking an appointment or getting a quote. And so I don't want to overwhelm you with too many options here, but you get the idea. You've been to enough websites to know where I'm going here. And then here we've just got, what you kind of do, and you'll have to really look at this. Once I get to a third draft, I'll have it live, and you can look at it on your own time, and get a better idea as to the website. But for right now, or we can do a share screen and look at it that way. So this is a part, what I'm going to go to here, this how it works, our work process. Something I've thought a lot about, and this came from a theme that I've used before, not this specific thing with your kind of a business, but what I've recognized on websites is that people are kind of, pardon my French, a little dumb. You got to kind of tell them what to do and what to expect, and especially, you talk about a word like masonry, and they don't know, what does that mean? I don't know what that means. Well, let's show you what it means. What you do is you book an appointment, you get an estimate, we get to work, and your job is done. And I know that sounds very elementary, but I kind of like it. It's something that, I don't know how you feel about it, but I've never designed a website for a bricklayer before in my life, but I kind of feel like when I talk to contractors, I wish that they would just tell me their process, like what happens next. Instead, it's, me as a consumer out there fishing around, like what is going to happen now, So I kind of like this. I think it's probably going towards my more female nature as to, I want to see what is going to happen. But your thoughts on that are much more professional and likely profound than mine. So I'll let you take the lead on that. But it was just an idea that I had. And then this part about pricing, we're offering the best pricing plan to help you. Any type of financing or types of credits that you accept, which means that you might want to put, if you accept Visa, Venmo, Cash App, different, or even bank financing, right? And so I might be able to help you there. And with, like, I used to work at Huntington. I was an executive with Huntington, executive with PNC, and even Chase. I've got contacts there. We could get them to offer some financing, or you could put some financing with a joint type of an advertising there for you on your website, which could actually increase your organic search on the on Google, on Bing, and on everything. So these are things that I do. I think that with pricing itself, um, a lot of contractors out there, none of them actually very often will list any prices. I've worked with contractors. I have HVAC client and different clients that I've worked with before, and when they put something on the page, especially for a high frequency shopper, which means that they're shopping for a lot of different things for one project, which means like they're going to all kinds of different websites. What stands out the most is that you've got something about pricing, right? Whether that's just anything, really. If you say, everybody wants to give you an estimate, but who's got time for that? So give them a range, or give them, something about that. So what you can do is you can also address that in a blog. And so I've created a blog for you. A blog is, articles that you've written yourself, and I've written these for you. And basically, they're pretty much just coming off of general information off the internet. But they're helpful, they're useful, and this is the kind of stuff that actually will get you traffic to your website without having to spend a lot of money on advertising. Okay, so I've created these 3 posts, and what I will do for you, if you want to talk more about social media and expanding your marketing program, these are going to be for you for free at now, no problem. But I'll create 8 or 10 more of these and automatically spin them out to social media for you, for a very low monthly cost. And we can talk more about gaining more business for you by creating more of a marketing plan. But this is the gist of it, and this is just what I created that we can create more of. The bottom part of the website is the footer, which is the last thing that I designed. So as you can see, this is messy. This is nothing a customer would ever see any of this. Okay, this is in the infancy stages, but I would like you to, and then we could create, subscribe to our newsletter, which would be something that the blog posts would pick up. They would get your articles, and I'll help write them for you. I was coming up with just basic stuff off the top of my head. There's actually, I was thinking, well, there's not really a lot you could do with bricks, but to be honest, everything is built with bricks. So there's really a lot. And I started getting the idea, like, well, maybe we could come up with, some creative brickwork, like, because I was looking at your signs and I was thinking, wow, you could actually do things with maybe a garden, or, of course, there's tons of things that people can do. And so we start to expand the reach, right, with your people. This is a whole different footer down here. We've got all this space to use. Instead of having subscribed to our newsletter here, there could be a map there for your general locations. We could put in a search button as to where they can find your services, and we can do anything that you want really down here. If you want to put an address or no address, I think that areas served for you is the best bet for you, because you don't want people really knocking on your door. And then this is a button that we'll put here. And then, of course, the first 60 days of any website, I'll have a little chat down here that I'll monitor for you at no cost in case anybody can't figure out the website. All right? So this is a first look. If you don't like the colors, please don't be shy. Tell me anything. If you don't, whatever you don't like, or whatever you like, you do like and you want more of, or look at other websites I've looked at a lot of different masonry websites, and they're missing this. And so like I said, I don't know if I told you this, but my husband's a photographer, and he's got a studio, and I've got a great camera, and I'm a bit of a photographer myself. I'm not a professional. My husband's a professional. I'm not a professional. But I am able to come over and get some live action pictures of you and your team. What I would like to see more of is you personally in action, or, just talking, or just visiting. And everybody's, a little camera shy, but it doesn't really matter. You do your craft, and I do mine, and we all do this, and we're all in this together, and, it's okay to do that too. So if if you have pictures from the holidays of yourself, or just in your own, what they say, in your own place, right? Like casual, and it's a get to know you thing, and believe it or not, that's what people buy, and that's what people want to do business with, is people that feel like them, look like them, live down the road, they're in the area. And so see what you can do to get any pictures. There's one picture of you that I have that it's not that you look angry, but you definitely look like whoever was taking the picture didn't get you in your best candid shot. You look great, but I just like to see something a little friendlier, or not really smiling, but just, you know what I mean. Just a little bit more easygoing, so to speak. So don't take that to heart. I hope I didn't offend you in any way, but we can do better with the pictures too here. And like I said, I hope you like it. Let me know your feedback, and I will look forward to hearing back from you very soon, hopefully. All right, take care. Have a good night.